Hi, welcome to Breathe Well Coaching. My name is Coach Erin. I'm an exercise physiologist, breathing, and wellness coach. Today, I'd like to guide you through a gentle, slow breathing meditation where we start to incorporate mindfulness and start to practice getting space between our thoughts and our emotions, getting more connected with the observer, the ability to think about what we're thinking about, the ability to have some space between our emotional reactions and responses, just slowing down from the inside out. Stress is linked to every major chronic illness, and managing that stress is something we have to actively do. I've suffered from anxiety myself, panic attacks, and I truly understand the value of intentionally taking time away from your busy day to slow down the nervous system, to tap into building this awareness and resilience through slow, gentle breathing and mindfulness techniques. This is why I have my channel, Breathe Well Coaching. This is what we talk about. This is my passion, and I love to do this privately with clients. So thank you for being here. When you're ready, find that comfortable place to sit or lie down. You can close your eyes or even have them open in a soft gaze. Just make sure your chin isn't tucked down, that your head is aligned straight. Make sure that you're not slumping, but you're also not overly erect. You're not overly tight as you hold a posture. You want to be able to soften and feel supported and comfortable where you're at. Gently bring a smile to your face wherever you are at. Notice how that sits in your nervous system. Notice that that physical act sends a cue to your brain. It actually releases oxytocin and certain endorphins when we smile. So it's such a benefit to us. Dropping into that physical practice, feeling that radiant smile on your face. Even if it feels a little cheesy, just try it out. Then when you're ready, soften that smile, let it go. Take a moment to bring your awareness to your heart center. Thank yourself for being here, for taking the time today, this evening, wherever you're at, just taking the time to do something that supports your health and well-being. Acknowledge the effort you're making. We can sometimes criticize and judge and be so harsh on ourselves. Let's take a moment to encourage ourselves, to notice that you are taking an important step forward in trying to overcome stress, anxiety. Doing something healthy like this is really beneficial. Just acknowledge that. Good job. Wonderful. Now bring the awareness to your nose. Close your mouth if it's not closed. Start to breathe in and out through the nose. This slows down our breathing rate, decreases the volume of air coming in, so it helps to overcome over-breathing when we're breathing too fast, too hard, too shallow, too much, when we're stressed and overwhelmed. So just by shutting the mouth and breathing through the nose, you're more likely to use the primary breathing muscle, which is our respiratory diaphragm, versus our secondary breathing muscles, which is coming from the neck and shoulders. If you can, and if you're able to, if you want to, I invite you to touch your rib cage. So bring your fingertips to the front and also your thumb around the back of your body, and you can notice that the ribs are also in the back. So you're kind of holding your rib cage here. Keep the shoulders relaxed. You can do this laying down or sitting. I want you to notice when you inhale, do you feel a slight opening of the rib cage? We want lateral movement out to the side. Then when you exhale, you should feel a gentle softening in towards the midline, so the middle part of your body. When you breathe in, your ribs open up. They actually externally rotate a little bit in the front, and they open up in the back. Then when you exhale, they should soften in towards the midline. Just start to notice that breathing pattern, which uses the most optimal muscle, our respiratory diaphragm. I want you to get connected with that muscle. It's like the mothership. It helps us really regulate the nervous system and our cardiac muscles, our heart muscle. So because of how it's structured, the vagus nerve passes through, and other nerves as well pass through the respiratory diaphragm, as well as connections to our heart. The respiratory diaphragm has holes in it that allows that to happen. So when we breathe using this muscle, the way we're intended to breathe, we get so so many benefits to regulate our heart and our nervous system. This can decrease blood pressure, it can slow down your heart rate, and it will activate more of a parasympathetic nervous system response. Versus if you're breathing really shallow and short, or if you're mouth breathing, some of these suboptimal breathing patterns. So as you're here and you're touching your ribs, you're getting connected with the movement of your respiratory diaphragm. Smile again. This is wonderful work. We want to set that pace in our body so that we default to using our respiratory diaphragm. A lot of people I see will suck in on their inhale, and this moves the diaphragm in the complete opposite pattern that we want it to. When you inhale, you want to feel the expansion of the ribs opening up out to the side. This allows the respiratory diaphragm to activate and flatten down. So important. So it's not just about belly breathing. We want to be able to breathe in the 360-degree pattern where we get a stretch in the low back, we get a stretch in the pelvic floor, the butt area, the belly. We really get a nice opening on the inhale, and then when we exhale, we get a softening. Everything comes back towards the midline. Just keep practicing this 360-degree breath, and then we'll add a certain pace. So right now you're working on the pattern of breathing. Now we're going to work on the pace. For the pace, when we're trying to decrease stress and anxiety, we want to breathe slower. I want you to inhale for 4 seconds, feel that stretch, and then exhale out of the nose or out of the mouth, it's up to you, for about 8 seconds, trying to lengthen out your exhale. You can have the hands on the ribs still if you like that, or just let them be somewhere that's really comfortable. I will count you out for 8 breathing, just for a few rounds. If you're not my pace, don't worry about it. Find the pace that works best for you, okay? This isn't exact. It has to be guided by you. It's your practice. So I don't want to overly cue you, but some people do enjoy the counting. So if that's you, follow along. If not, count for yourself. Let's fully exhale. And then we begin inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now release control of your breath. Let it come more natural and just observe it. So don't try to control it. This is what being mindful is. Mindfulness is when you want to strengthen the observer. So notice how you're breathing now. Maybe it's a little slower than when you first started. Maybe it's a higher quality. Maybe not. Whatever it is, try not to judge yourself. Try not to criticize yourself. Just observe curiously, kind of like a kid. Then start to observe the physical body, scanning the body. Notice any tension, notice any areas of well-being, just notice. Try not to attach to a judgment or criticism, just starting to get curious. How's your physical body today? What do you feel? What do you sense? Bring that smile back to your face. Notice what that does to you. See if it's beneficial, and then soften. We're going to finish with a little bit of a mindfulness meditation, starting to connect more with what's going on, not in our physical body, not in our breath, but what's going on in the thought. What have you been thinking about? Just stopping your busy day and checking in. What thoughts are running in the background? And this is not to criticize or to point fingers, but it's to notice and get connected with that inner dialogue, to observe kindly, curiously. You can ask yourself, what have I been thinking about? What am I thinking about right now? Just accept whatever comes up, helping you be able to connect with your thoughts on a more regular basis. Instead of them being in the background, bring them up to the conscious present moment, shine the light on them, check them out, notice what the dialogue has been, Notice what thoughts you're feeling, what emotions might be attached to those thoughts. Feel safe, feel calm, feel accepted, and feel loved in this moment. This is an act of self-care, self-love, self-compassion. And as you're here, because I like to be proactive with whatever's going on, take a moment to ask yourself, what energy or what can I release in this moment? Is there something I need to let go of? Is there something I need to surrender? If you're spiritual, this is a wonderful opportunity to connect spiritually and pray, lay some things down, release. If you're holding on to something that's no longer serving you, if you want to let go of something, let go. If there's something now that you want to put on, there's something you want to receive. Maybe you want more vitality. Maybe you want more resilience. Maybe you want more love, strength, power, more of God, more community. What do you want? What do you need? Whatever comes up for you, I want you to take a few breaths to close this practice as if you're putting those things on. So we release, and now we're going to receive. And imagine yourself putting those things on, clothing yourself with these things that you desire and that you want more of in your life. Take 3 breaths here as you just put that on today. As you're finishing up those breaths, I want to finish with a 1-minute meditation. Whatever word was coming up for you, I want you to just pick, maybe there was many of them, I want you to just pick one word or phrase that you want to put on today or this evening, whenever you're doing this. So notice just one word or phrase, and we're really going to highlight that. This is called one pointed focused meditation. So as you focus on this word or phrase that you'd like more of in your life, I'd like for you to keep it in the forefront. So really attach to it, really focus in on it, practicing our awareness. And if other thoughts start to drift in, which they will, I want you to gently release those thoughts and gently bring your awareness back to this one point, this one phrase. So pick something now, commit to it, and then for 1 minute, we will focus on this word or phrase. You can begin now. Bring your awareness back to your breath, breathing in and out slowly. Again, thanking yourself for showing up, for doing something to support your health and well-being, for managing stress from the inside out. Thank you for being here. If you like this video, like or subscribe to my channel, Breathe Well Coaching. If you want to work with me, I offer a free 30-minute coaching session for all new clients, and I offer a 60-day private coaching program called Breathe Well, Live Well. This is a great program if you experience anxiety, panic attacks, air hunger, or if you're really looking to implement some positive, healthy habits into your overall well-being. Thank you again. Breathe well.